The Lives of the Saints by the Reverend Alban Butler, taken from the 4th edition, published in 1954. September 1st, St. Giles. This saint, whose name has been held in great veneration for several ages in France and England, is said to have been an Athenian by birth and of noble extraction. His extraordinary piety and learning drew the admiration of the world upon him in such a manner that it was impossible for him to enjoy in his own country that obscurity and retirement which was the chief object of his desires on earth, and he dreaded the sunshine of temporal prosperity and the applause of men as fraught with dangerous poison, which easily insinuates itself into the heart. Therefore, leaving his own country, he sailed to France, and chose a hermitage first in the open deserts near the mouth of the Rhone, afterwards nigh the river Gard, and lastly in a forest in the diocese of Nice. He passed many years in this close solitude, using no other subsistence than wild herbs or roots and water, conversing only with God, and living rather like an angel than a man. His historian relates that he was for some time nourished with the milk of a hind in the forest, and that a certain prince discovered him in hunting in those woods, by pursuing the chase of that hind to his hermitage, where the beast had sought for shelter at his feet. The reputation of the sanctity of this holy hermit was much increased by many miracles which he wrought, and which rendered his name famous throughout all France. Some, by mistake, have confounded the saint with one Giles, whom St. Caesarius made abbot of a monastery near the walls of Arles, and whom he sent to Rome with his secretary Messianus in 514 to Pope Symmachus to obtain of him a confirmation of the privileges of the metropolitan church of Arles. But the Bollandists prove very well in a long and learned dissertation that the great St. Giles lived only in the end of the 7th and beginning of the 8th century, not in the 6th, and that the French were at that time masters of the country about Nismes. Messianus and Stephen, in the second book of the life of St. Caesarius, informs us that the French took Arles in 541, the year before the death of St. Caesarius, after which the Goths yielded up to them that whole province. St. Giles was highly esteemed by the French king, but could not be prevailed upon to forsake his solitude. He, however, admitted several disciples, and settled excellent discipline in the monastery of which he was the founder, and which in succeeding ages became a flourishing abbey of the Benedictine order, though it has long since converted into a collegiate church of canons. A considerable town was built about it, called St. Giles, which was famous in the wars of the Albigenses. This saint is commemorated in the martyrologies of Bede, Otto, and others, and is the patron of many churches in France, Germany, Poland, and other countries.